the link.
One thing I know about French casters, they tend to get a little bit more excited too. So, not that we're not exciting.
I hope to think we're a little bit
Scream
exciting.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we get into it. And, Diddick's picked off immediately, playing very aggressive on that defense towards that right cage. So, not working out for him, unfortunately, and uses that wall jump early. That was a great attack route, going to go up and around, and let's see if he makes it this time. Just misses, and that's a pretty good jump. I would like to see if that ends up working out. And he's going for it again, and does make it this time, so he is up there, takes a hit, and then a second, gets another pickoff, though, and the rush down coming out. And Ty, the laser just came up off cooldown, and so he is going to go there. Let's see this defensive angle that we're talking about. Uses that wall jump. I love that. And, gets picked off.
Wow.
And so Alliance is going to be able to get that first offensive point for his team immediately. And, yeah, so a great start. Let's see now. Will Ty be able to respond and give himself the tie? You do the tie. Give Ty the tie. Oh gosh, I just realized I said that. That is terrible.
Oh, see, there you go. There's the entertainment factor coming in. But yeah, these teams have played on these maps quite a bit. These are maps that we've seen in rotation for quite some time now. So this wall jumping stuff adds a little bit of extra flavor to it. It opens up different ways to move around the map that we haven't seen before, so it kind of gives some freshness to the same old. Nice shot there as k1ck comes in and just gets caught in his sights. They're very close range as Ty's going to start pushing in now with another shot. It takes out Torby. He's going to have one person to deal with on the pole here as he goes to it, and he is caught in midair by Alliance before he can get to the pole, and that's going to give him another point. 2-0 now. They are looking good here.
Yeah, that was very good. Great response here from Swedish Aimers. Again, they did pick this map, so this is probably a map they're very comfortable with. And Diddick's again pushing up. Gets an early hit this time. He is going to be on that right jail and gets picked off. What a shot there by k1ck. And k1ck complaining about his ping, but must be doing well right now because that was a great shot around the corner. Ty, though, rushing in from behind. Not able to get that hit. You see the defense kind of has him cornered a little bit. Morty coming out, does get a hit. He's down to one armor, gets the second. Morty gets that double tap, and k1ck will be taken out there and able to get their first point. Morty now going to be on attack. He was the person to get their offense rolling for them for k1ck on the last map. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it here again.
Yeah, nice defensive play by Morty, and there again you see how that rock block really plays in the defense's favor, where normally k1ck probably would have gotten him dead to rights with a shot there. Talking about dead to rights, what a shot there onto Torby as Morty gets him and takes down to two defenders here. But yeah, you can use that to kind of keep yourself away from those rail shots, so it really does help a lot on that. We'll say, oh wow, what another big shot there as he takes out k1ck here, but he's down to two armors but he's only got one defender to deal with. We'll see how he plays this. Is he going to go more aggressively? Yes, he is. It's Morty. He's going to go straight for it here as looking for the shot, as is his defender here. Who is that? That's Alliance, and he gets it with a double tap right as he gets to the pole. And wow, Swedish Aimers is really picking it up this round with a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, very clutch play there by Alliance, and I tried, again, using a little bit more of the defensive point of view, guys, again, just trying some of that stuff out, and you saw that Torby got picked off there, had no idea where he was at the time, so great movement by Morty. Unfortunately, Morty not able to finish it off. Fortunately for Swedish Aimers, though, they are up 3-1 in this second map. Gets the pick off onto Morty in the back, so great play, and Torby waiting for that defender to come, pushing up, ends up not. Diddick still very aggressive on that right cage. I do not know how that is working for them. I would be interested to see if they end up changing up this defensive strat or not. Torby not able to get that pick off, is trying to get that jump up again that everyone's kind of been trying and not able to get it. We'll see if he ends up working up this backside. He does. Going to go up that back road. A little bit of spam coming out from Ty, or predictive rockets, if you will. Torby now will be rushing in here and doesn't get that hit onto Diddix. Diddix gets a hit himself. Down to 2 armors. Ty gets another one down to 1 armor. He's going to come in there, and Diddix gets the final hit. It's going to be 3-2, and no second offensive point will go out quite yet. Diddix will be on the attack now. Will he be able to tie this up or not is the question. And Swedish Aimers has been using a much more typical defense, whereas K1ck has been much more aggressive, and it looks like Swedish Aimers, again, going back to that standard defense.
Well, and we saw Diddix play live at IPL 5, and what a player. So we'll see how he does here offensively. And yeah, that left side that you see him flirting with over there is a tough one. It's such a narrow passageway, and if they see you coming, if they know you're there, they can just kind of jump over the side and start taking you down. And so that wall jump gives you a little bit of room to move. But wow, Diddix going for it early here. But Torby, with the double hit, is going to take him out, and a nice defensive play there. So Swedish Aimers keeps that 2-point lead as the Alliance comes in to try to add to it offensively.
Yeah, and I just realized I did not give a point to K1ck on the overlay. So my apologies, that is updated now. And again, Diddix on this very aggressive right side. I don't know, I mean, I guess it's working for him right now. But the first round, he did get picked off. Alliance does take an early hit there, and now here comes the rushdown as another player comes into that other right jail. Diddix and Morty able to get a hit with their combined efforts. Alliance now falling way back, and it looks like the defense now going to adjust back to normal here a little bit. Diddix still, though, on that right side, very aggressive, and not able to get another hit quite yet. But Alliance is going to have to try to break down this defense, as 3 players are still alive, and he only has 1 armor. This is a very dangerous situation for him, but gets that pick off onto Diddix, and now will he be able to break down this defense or not as he comes in? Just misses. Ty starts the capping process, but Ty gets the hit. So if he would have been able to get that last shot onto him, it could have been completely different, but ends up staying within 1. Ty looking for that tie. Oh man, I said it again. Jeez, okay. I'm just going to let you go now, Winters.
Oh, man. Well, we're seeing both defenses really start to kind of lock things down a little bit more as we go into the second round here. And things are a little bit closer as a result. As we'll see where's Ty going to go with this. He's going upstairs. He's onto the toilet roll, the bog roll, as I call it, on other parts of the world. Swedish Aimers. Wow, that's a pretty nice double tap there by Torby, and they are going to maintain that 2-point cushion here as Nico comes in on the attack.
Yeah, personally, I really like the defense of Swedish Aimers on this map quite a bit more. And part of the reason I like it more, and Nico is actually doing what I was going to say, is you can sweep around one of those defenders, and he ends up getting a little bit of opposition. Also, if Diddix gets picked off, your defense is just so much more vulnerable, and there's that pick off on a Ty. He had no idea where he was. Morty able to get a hit, just narrowly avoids getting shot himself, and now though he's rushing him down, just misses again, and now Morty, not able to get the hit, does finally get another one down to 1 armor, gets the 3rd hit, so Morty able to clutch it out. If Nico didn't get pushed off there, he would have been able to run a rampage onto his team. So I don't know, man. That's so sketchy to me. It's very scary. But Morty, will he be able to continue with that great defensive round onto the offense and be able to get his team back into this game and tie it up 5-5?
Well, one thing is that both teams are playing a very aggressive defensive style, and I guess we can't really call that the European style anymore, because now that the North Americans have seen that, they're starting to use it a little bit more too. Just where you kind of, when you see an advantage, you press a little bit, and they're pressing on Morty here as he is not able to get really into position there as Nico gets him with a double shot. And again, we are still where we are. Somebody's going to have to do something offensively there to change things for K1ck, or else this thing may be tied at 1. Yeah,
and 6-4, you got to be pretty happy. Torby, was he the one? No, it was Alliance that got the point last time. So, Diddix actually going to the rail pad, ends up dropping off. I thought for sure he was going to end up trying to pull the trigger there. But Diddix does know that, yeah, that was Diddix, gets the hit around the corner, and Torby will be down 1 armor. Uses that wall jump again to get those angles. I love it. Man, it's just so good to me. I love that you're able to essentially, you know, get that higher angle even from the low ground. It just adds so much to the game and the way you can attack A couple of players trying to get all the way up from that corner, but angle in, angle out, man. It's not going to happen. Dixon is going to be able to get another hit, though, and it will be eliminated. So good play there, and it will be within one again. And no offensive strike has been blown, though, by K1ck. So Swedish Aimers can exchange out defenses, and they will win this game.
Yeah, and that wall jump, another thing that does is just let's use the terrain a little differently. Even if you don't use it to get up on a higher point, you can use it to kind of peek over the terrain a little bit, just enough to get a shot off, and we're seeing guys try to pull that off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. K1ck with 2 armors, wow, just a near miss there, 6 centimeters. That's the metric system, that's what they use over there. As he's going to go for the pole here, and he's going to wait and try to pick somebody up before he can get in there, and doesn't quite. Oh, there it is. Big shot on the Nico. Just seeing the top of his head there, that was enough to get him. As he's going to go to the pole now, and it's going to be a 1v1. K1ck is on the pole now. He's down to 1 armor, but that's all he needed to get that cap. And this thing is tied at 6. We have quite a game in this second round.
Yeah, so K1ck literally with 0 seconds left does get that cap, so I probably had half of a second left, as there is a little bit of a delay once it hits 0 before the round is done. So we'll get that capture, and now you see them setting up on that passive defense now. K1ck is not pushing up, Ty's on that right side, Morty on the back, and using a little bit more of a standard D, and just try to prevent them from coming up, but he rushes through, gets that pickoff on a Ty, and now it's going to get the pickoff on the K1ck. What a great shot there, I barely even saw it, barely misses Morty, and now Morty will be facing a 3 armor defender. Will Morty be able to get this stop or not, as they are kind of going back and forth? And I'm going to show you the defensive perspective here. Use a little bit of a wall jump, not able to get the hit, and there's the pickoff. Alliance getting his 2nd offensive point, and is going to bring it up to 2 offensive points. He's got 6 defensive rockets. Alliance is playing on his head right now, and now puts his team up again where they can exchange out and take the victory.
Yeah, and you see Morty playing a lot more aggressively, even as a 1 defender left there, as that rock block gives you a little bit more of leeway to do that, but not able to convert on it. Swedish Aimers up by 1. Wow, double tap there by Alliance is going to make Ty have to back off a little bit here. He did take Torby out before that, so he's got 2 defenders to deal with, 1 armor, as plenty of time left on the clock before the pole will open up, so he's going to try to land something here, and you see him just trying to not give them much to shoot at here, but trying to find a little bit of room to get a shot in himself, and doesn't quite do so before pole cap time. Now he's going to have to make a push for it, or at least make a push to take these 2. There's 1, takes out Nico. He's going to have to go for the other one now. He's going to go for the pole. He's going to manage to avoid. Wow, what a nice play at the 1v1 to get the offensive point and just avoid the defender long enough to get a pole cap, and we are tied at 7 with a couple of offensive points there to keep Team K1ck in this.
Yeah, so ties it up again, 7-7, which means this is going to be very, very tight. 2-3 hits immediately from K1ck. And that offensive round stifled immediately, and now Morty has the opportunity to take it for his team. This is the first lead K1ck has had, and now will they be able to close it out with a victory?
That is just unbelievable. Wow, and look at the double rock block there. As one thing it does is that you immediately charges your railgun back up if you can hit one of those. So that also comes into play a little bit. If he were getting points for those, he'd have about 6 of them already. But there's one that finally lands, knocks down to 2 armor. Nice shot as he's jumping through to take out Nico. Looking for Torby, lining him up here, but no. Torby is going to get another shot in on him, and Alliance is going to give him to finish it off and tie this thing at 8. We are going to go into extra points here.
Yeah, so already in our first matchup, we're seeing an extra point round, which is pretty exciting. So just showing off that the caliber of these teams is very high. 42-meter shot! Immediately picks off K1ck, and that is why that going so aggressive is so dangerous. You put yourself out in the open for so long, not able to get Morty there. But is Torby going to do it? What do you think, Winners? With a start like that, is he going to be able to close this out?
Well, he's not doing too bad for a 12-year-old, is he?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely not. I want to know if that's true, because I had a friend who was
Don't they have
really good.
school over there or something?
Well, oh, that's
It
yeah,
is
very.
late.
It is
Yeah,
late
it's late
there. Yes,
evening.
it is. So, but maybe it's his bedtime then if he's 12. I don't know. But Torby, though, playing well either way, is able to get the rock block to protect himself, but then an immediate double tap by Morty and Ty, giving them back the advantage here. And now Diddix, who does have an offensive point already, is one of the two players. Ty and Diddix have one. Will be going for his second and also the victory of the second map, giving his team the victory in this first round. So they will move on to round number 2. And this will be close. We'll see Diddix, again, coming from TCM. TCM broke up. Frantic went to Dignitas, and Lux's went to Fnatic. And now it's going to be Diddix here with the kick, and takes an early hit there as he broke down the defense, gets a rock block, and another. He almost had 2 defenders picked off, and then misses by 7 centimeters. That's got to be a blow to your ego. You got to be pretty upset about that. We'll see now how he ends up responding. Elias coming down for the rushdown, does get a hit. He's going to fall back, just narrowly avoids that rocket as the rocket comes whizzing by, and no, not able to get that one again. Here comes the rushdown, and there's the hit, 9-9. And, oh, I just realized that the point limit is 99 here on the server. I don't know if the point limit is set for the tournament or not. But
we see that a lot lately, and I think that just gives them enough room to... I have yet to see a 99-point game. I'm going to knock on something wooden here as I say that, but I think that's just to give everybody a chance to make sure that these... to leave no doubt, as they say. And we were playing to 6 points. Oh, well, look at that. He just saw Diddix, and I don't know if Diddix was ready for that one, as he was kind of in a weird low spot there, trying to trick him a little bit. And Alliance does get the shot in on him. He's down to 2 defenders now. A nice shot by Morty. Nice shot going both ways. Morty gets him with a double tap, taking him down to 1 armor here, and that's going to make things a little bit more different for Alliance there. Changes the course of things somewhat, and we'll see if it makes him play this differently. Looking for the shot here as he's going to start approaching the pole, but before he does, Ty is going to get him with the point. And that's going to make it 10-9 and give Ty a chance to try to finish this thing off offensively.
Yeah, and now Ty going to go on the offense. And Torby, looks like he was poking his head out there. I thought he was going to get it picked off, but not yet. And just not enough energy, or stamina rather, to get up that hill, I think. Or maybe just the wall jump didn't go as well as he had thought. There he goes right there, but takes a hit. Ty now is going to be down. And let's see here, gonna come up, does take the hit, and a third!
Ooh.
Not able to really go there, and it's gonna be 10-10.
So that's the only thing about that wall jump, is that it can leave you hanging in the air a little bit more, and it's a little bit easier to predict where you can land a rocket on somebody when you've got that time to see them flying through. That's one thing that you can't control as much in the air, so it does make a difference at times. It certainly did there. Here's Nico for Swedish Aimers, as he is they're going to play this one a little bit more deliberate and slow, it looks like, and that's probably a good idea, as every point counts at this point. Not that they didn't before, but they especially do when you are tied at 10. And he is somehow managing to avoid a bunch of this stuff, but Ty hits him with one as rocket fire going all over the place. Nice shot on the Ty there to get him, though, as Diddix hits him with a shot, and he's at the pole early, and he's going to be they're going to rush him down there, and Morty gets him with the final one. And it's going okay, you're saying that you just heard it's first to 15, is that?
Yes, I just heard from the tournament admins, and so they said it's going to be first to 15 with the tie. Morty said but he is actually playing now, so we will see what he ends up saying. But now it's going to be, again, Morty on the offense, and he's going to be slow playing this a little bit now. I don't know. Diddix said, Morty said, we'll finish this at 12. So
there you go.
So he's thinking Morty wants to take this victory right here. And will be going up to his backside. Will he be able to get this pick off? 9-centimeter miss, a double tap coming out, and now he's only going to be at 1 armor, falls all the way down. Will he use this wall jump to get back up? No, he's going to go towards the ramp, and there's the hit.
Ooh.
It will not be ending at 12. So, unfortunately there for Morty. He's not going to get it. Let me see.
Well,
oh, he's on defense now.
Okay, yes, and Alliance with a pretty good couple of shots there, 3 shots actually, and Torby with about 3 rock blocks, as he is that's just show-off stuff there. Just watching them come in and taking them out. It's good practice, I guess, as you see those things coming in the air and just pick them off like that, as he is still sitting pretty at 3 armors here, but he hasn't been able to take out any opponents. So he's got them in his sights, though, and you see that middle cage. He's going to do that wall jump and try to pop up just long enough to try to get a shot in. Does not. As time ticks down, he's going to be, oh, well, there's a good one on to Diddix, though, as he just caught him running up to back to the pole to retreat into a defensive position. And now Torby is going to rush in, and the other guys are already waiting for him. He does hit Morty, and Ty gets him, though, in the exchange, though. So it is 12-11 now. K1ck is in the lead, and Diddix, we were in this position before. Diddix with a chance to try to finish this off offensively for Team K1ck.
Oh, okay. So I'm just reading what Morty said. He thought he meant the whole tournament was 1st to 15, but now he understands that the max limit is 15. So, so yeah, Diddix, and you saw in chat there he said, "Sorry, they're my young friends." So continuing with this, boy playing, and if he is 12 years old, he's got a future in the first-person shooter esports. This kid is looking very good. But Diddix now with only 1 armor has picked off a defender. Let's see how the defense responds here. But Nico going to be putting out a couple rockets, narrowly avoids narrowly misses the shots there. We don't get to see the centimeter misses from the rocks. And Nico just kind of slamming back and forth, just misses that hit onto Diddix. And Diddix, though, does pick him off. Now it's going to be Alliance versus Diddix, who will get it, and he runs out of time. And Diddix, you just got zonked, my man. Unfortunately for him, Swedish Aimers, though, pretty happy about it. They will get an opportunity to tie this, or I'm sorry, to take the lead once again. Will Alliance be able to get it, as Alliance already has 2 offensive rounds this map?
Sometimes that's all it takes defensively, is just pushing these guys back a little bit, keeping them off that pole until time runs out. And that's patient defense to play, and sometimes it works very well, and it certainly did there. As we are tied up, Alliance, he's going to do a little bit of cage attacking here. I love it when they do this. Right there, just back and forth. Oh, there's it is. He's going to take Diddix out with a nice shot, but he is hit by Ty as he's backing off of that attack, and that's going to leave him with 2 armors, but he's only got 2 defenders to deal with. Time has ticked down pretty quickly in this round, though, as he's going to try to get in on somebody here before he gets to the point. He's hit by Ty again, and Morty as he goes down the ramp. And wow, this thing just keeps going back and forth, Indra. It is 13-12, and here is Ty to try to end it once again with a possible offensive point. We'll see how it does.
Yeah, and right now K1ck is going to be at the advantage if they exchange out, as they have that defensive point. So Swedish Aimers, man, they got to make something happen here really soon if they want to get the victory here and force a game 3. It sounds like round number 2 has already started there on the other stream, and it's going to be Malfeek versus Epsilon, so it will be a good game there. I believe Epsilon is seeded number 1, so we'll see how that one goes, and
deservedly so.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So we will see what we end up getting after this one, as that means the other round 2s are already starting. That we might be a little bit behind. We'll have to adjust, but no problem. Right now we got Ty on the offense, gets the pick off. Will he be able to give the victory here? Does take a hit as he comes around. Gonna be the 1 defender left, and he gets the hit as Ty. Rule number 1, man, do not jump. Oh, unfortunately gets picked off there. Fortunately, though, for Swedish Aimers, Nico now on the offense. Will he be able to get this for his team or not? It's going to be the question, man. Nico, you got to strike soon.
And that's something we see come to bite the veteran gamers quite a bit, because so used to the strafe jump, bunny hop type of jump movement, and sometimes here it's just so easy to predict where you're going to be in the air, where you're going to land. A lot easier to throw a rocket at you when you're in a spot like that where you make a jump and they are able to see it coming in. As here is another one of those little L-fence battles, as no, Nico's just going to ignore it and go for the pole, and that's probably a good idea because time is ticking out.
Whoa.
Point blank shot there, as he does get it, but wow, K1ck with a double tap, and it is 14-13. Now we are told this thing goes to 15, so we are getting very close.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if the admins want to change it at all, but it is going to be how it is. And so Morty going to be on the offense. Will he be able to end it legitimately here at 15 with that 2-point advantage, or will it be forced into another defensive round here for Swedish Aims, or I'm sorry, offensive round? But you actually saw there a couple rock blocks coming out. He does get that hit finally onto Nico. Nico just sticking out a little bit too much. Torby able to avoid that by 30 centimeters, very close. A hit into the back there by Elias, so good play. Comes up, narrowly avoids those rockets, and now let's see where they're set up here on defense. It looks like on the pole and on that right side, just misses again. He jumps up onto the toilet roll. 5-centimeter miss onto Torby, comes in, gets the pick off onto Elias. The pole is now live. Will he just go on there? He starts the capping process. He gets the cap, 15-13, and so